Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to my first episode of Every Night a Trip. You can call me Marbles. I'm starting this podcast because I've always had strange, vivid dreams, which I remember almost every single morning when I wake up. And recently, it's gotten to the point where it's been a little bit too much for me to handle. So I'm hoping that this podcast serves not only as entertainment for you, but also as a coping mechanism for myself. I used to write down my dreams every now and then, but I haven't done that in a really long time. And I think just talking it out would help me, especially since every night really is a trip. I will try to divide these episodes into different parts, the first part being the dream itself, the second part being an analysis of them, which is just me Googling stuff and using a couple of dream dictionary books that I have. I'm not a professional at this, so don't take it too seriously because I certainly won't be. If there's too much to analyze in the dream, or if I just don't feel like it, I'm just gonna talk about something relevant. I've been finding myself talking a lot in my sleep, and I found an app which records noises at night. It picks up a lot on my husband snoring, so sometimes it doesn't record me at all. And especially because I have a very soft voice, very soft spoken, or I'm even just whispering sometimes when I'm sleep talking, so it doesn't pick up too much. But if it does pick up something good and clear, I will include that. And then the last part would just be me summarizing the analysis or just giving my thoughts about it. So yeah, I usually try to give my dreams interesting titles. And this one, I just called it The Showering Monkey Man and the Ibuprofen. And you'll see why. I'm outside here in the apartment complex we live in. I have the idea of starting a YouTube channel where we review products. The person I was with was reviewing like some type of toy, dog, I don't know. It was just running around in circles, acting like a real dog. And we also reviewed this reclining chair. I don't remember what else, but yeah, we were just walking in the parking lot, and there were two cats. I think one of them might have been mine. We just recently got these two cats, Moxie and Percy. I think the one that was in my dream was Percy, the black and white one. He was there. There was a random sink just appear out of nowhere, like the ones you find at the pet wash stations. So that appeared, and the cat jumped in. It turned the water on, and it was really enjoying that water. It started purring. And then the cat turned into a monkey, like a really big monkey, human size, adult human size. And I looked into its face. It had a human-like face with these really bright red eyes. It was creepy, but it didn't creep me out in the dream. And then the monkey started talking too, and it was nice. It was a nice man, monkey man. He was asking for help because he was shampooing his hair and he couldn't get all the shampoo out. So I was just like, hey, just add more water. And he's just like, I already tried. So yeah, I helped him get all the shampoo out. He got out. He put some cologne on. He put like a bow tie or something. He looked nice and fancy. My step grandma was there, and she passed away recently. But she was there, and she was trying to help him dry his hair with a hair straightener somehow. And she also just randomly straightened my hair. But that was the only part she was in. Then after that, I saw one of my cousins, and she had like this red cardigan sweater there, and I told her that I really liked it. She just ignored me and walked away. She walked outside where my family was having some sort of reunion party type of thing. When she walked past my cousin Javi, he gave her like a look of disgust. She ignored him. Yeah, I went and sat near Javi, and my cousin Frank and Kiko, they were there too. So was my dad. I think my mom was nearby also. I think she was sleeping. But yeah, I heard my dad call my brother. He was sitting somewhere behind me, and he just told him like, "Hey, you need to wake up. Despiértate." So I looked back, and it seemed like my brother wanted to cry. So I went over and I asked him, "Hey, what's wrong? What's going on?" And he showed me his hands, which were all cut up and bruised. They weren't bleeding or anything, but it was obvious that they were causing him intense pain. And I asked him, "Have you taken anything for the pain?" He said no. So I went inside and I looked for some ibuprofen. While I was looking for that, I saw this girl back from my childhood days. I haven't seen her in a really long time. I don't know. I haven't heard anything I don't know anything about her. But in my dream, she was looking for eye drops. I told her I didn't have any. And there was no like, "Oh, it's been a long time since we've seen each other." No small talk, nothing like that. I just straight up asked her. I was just like, "Hey, so how many children do you have?" Because the last thing I knew about her was that she had a kid when she was a teenager. So yeah, Dream Me was curious to know how many kids she's had. She said, in my dream, she said that she had 7 kids, 6 girls and 1 boy. And then she asked me something about a cousin of mine. I don't remember what it was, but that was that. Then the scene totally changed. I was by the lakes near my parents' neighborhood, and there were 3 people around me, but they weren't really people because they had animal heads. One of them was a cat, one of them was a lamb. I don't remember what the other one was, but they were creepy. And my cousin Javi knows that things with animal heads they creep me out. He knows that the horse heads creep me out. Yeah, they creep me out. But that was pretty much it. I'm not gonna analyze this one. I don't feel like it. But I did Google monkey man with red eyes. It brought up articles of a mass hysteria event that happened in India in 2011. There were over 350 reported cases of people claiming to have seen a man-like monkey that had glowing red eyes. They said that he wore a metal helmet with large metal claws. They said he had like 3 buttons going down the center of his chest. Some people even said he was on roller skates. Some people said that he was short, like around 4 feet. Other people said he was tall, like 8 feet tall. But they didn't say he was friendly. Supposedly he would attack people at night, scratch them with those big claws. And I think I remember reading that like 2 people died or something, not directly because of a monkey man, but because they thought they saw him and that scared them and they fell off buildings. I don't know. Thought that was interesting. Yeah. I don't usually have recurring dreams. And I hope I don't. I don't want to see those red eyes, and I don't want to see those animal-headed people. It's creepy. Oh yeah, I remember the other day I was reading someone else's dream, and they also said that they had a dream where an animal morphed into another animal. They said there was a bunny rabbit that turned into an evil monkey. So I just thought that was a funny coincidence. So yeah, let me ask a question. Have any of y'all dreamt about animals turning into other animals recently? Or just have any other interesting dreams that I can talk about? I could share them here. I can try to analyze them in a non-serious manner. Just something fun. That concludes my first episode. And I would like to stick to doing this as much as I can. especially since every single night is a trip. Hence the name. My brain makes the content for me to keep doing this, and if it doesn't, I just have a backlog of a whole bunch of ones that I've had since my teenage years. Just stories and stories. I find it interesting. I hope I don't bore y'all with these. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. I just want to give a quick shout out to my brother. I hope your hands are doing okay. And my cousins Javi, Kiko, Frank. I hope y'all are doing okay too. And yeah, thank you so much. I hope y'all tune into the next one. See y'all.